Hey, what is up ladies and gentlemen, it is I, the one and only Silver the Hedgehog here, and I am of course back for some more yet again for the likes of the Maxi Toys videos. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for some more of Let's Play of Kirby Superstar Ultra for the Nintendo DS. So last time we have basically just managed to 100% everything in terms of the Great Cave Offensive. And as a result, we have managed to gather all the treasures in the game, so in all, we did have a really great time on this. So today, for this episode, is the fact that we are moving on to the next game in the lineup, which is Revenge of Mennonite. The Masked Swordsman Mennonite distributed the piece of Dreamland. Take down his airship, the Halberd. Face dreading time challenges and overcome close scrapes. Or scraps, as far as I like to point things out. So, anyway, much like the Great Cave Offensive, though, this game does have a 4-star difficulty, which meaning that it gets a bit progressively harder as you progress, but honestly, this is not that much of a challenging thing whatsoever. So, either way, let's get to it with Revenge of Mennonite. This will be very exciting because even then though that I'm actually really looking forward to able to replaying this again, so yeah, let's see how this particular thing actually gonna turns out to be. So either way though, I'm pretty sure it will not able to contain the one of those tutorial segments again, so either way though, that we can expect this much. So and then whenever we get onto the new games that's actually introduced in this title, or for this particular remake I'd like to say, well, we'll talk more about it until whenever we get into those. So, either way though, it looks like Kirby is about to approach to the Halberd, and the time has come. The time to show our power. Dreamland's lazy lifestyle will end. I will rule. Well, do you really think so, Mennonite? Because I can surely stop you for doing so. Because after all, Kirby, he's a very smart pink puffball, as we know. And we'll dive right in. Kirby's here. He's flying this way. Oh no, what do we do? We mustn't interfere with our plans. Lord Mennonite, what is your command? All on deck prepare for battle, all others prepare for takeoff. And if you're familiar with this particular music in the background, obviously that was the exact same, or it kind of reminds me of the exact same theme as in the forms of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which is actually based off on the Halberd, you know, for that particular stage. Which I was like, this stage is actually really cool though, especially they can able to actually just do, although the entire game itself is pretty linear though. Captain Foil. Kirby's interfered the actual rocket thing. What? Throw that heavy lobster at him. And yeah, if you're following through our Let's Play of Kirby Superstar for the Super Nintendo before, basically that eventually the heavy lobster will appear. Kirby is just on the actual thing. So either way though, let's go ahead and well, skip the little text here. Even though I do apologize for the actual the reading text error, just because I accidentally pressed it by accident. So, Kirby is currently fighting Heavy Lobster. Interfere takeoff. We'll blow Kirby away. Okay, man. Agreed. So, either way though, now, take off. Even though the heavy metals almost, or heavy lobster is almost gonna be able to be taken down, but since we got launched off by the forms of that particular takeoff, so this means that we pretty much guarantee we can able to get onto the that island down there. Well, usually on the water at first, but still. Looks like Kirby was blown into the ocean. That was close. Our flying fortress, the Halberd, is now rule over all of Dreamland. But first, a little tests off to Grape Gardens. So yeah, for Grape Gardens, as to be expected, it's like a combination of a nice little fleshed out green environment, as well as some ocean environments even there too. So either way though, not much else to say for this point, other than the fact that Revenge of Mennonite is by far the most linear games in the entire compilations, which I honestly don't mind about this at all. Although, there's also another linear game that's actually going to be included in this remake, which we'll point things out whenever we get into it. So, but either way though, let's just go ahead and take down this Iron Man mini fight. So that way we would be able to actually just to, well, demolish that particular mini fight. Although, I have no idea why I just get rid of the Iron Man right here, but oh well. So anyways, as you can tell that since this is after all Revenge of Meta Knight, as far as the actual game on this compilation is concerned, this is the only game that does require us to able to rush things up, because as you can tell, there's a time limit, and I believe when it gets to 0, I'm pretty sure you lose a life, and if you manage to able to actually just to die at certain points throughout the level, thanks to those checkpoints, basically it's the fact that you'll respawn, and then also the timer itself will able to resume as where you previously went into certain rooms or something. I have no idea. It has been a couple of days since I actually did manage to come back to this though, so I do apologize for that particular, well, loss of interest or something like that. Oh boy, we're coming across into those auto-scrolling segments, aren't we? So yeah, there's gonna be every once in a while though some auto-scrolling segments where you're gonna have to able to keep your, well, just trying to able to actually just to, well, try not to get crushed, because if we get crushed, then we'll lose a life. So, we're not gonna make that happening, that's for sure. Oh dear, sorry about this point, folks. I'm also, extremely tired today. Even though it's not my, my psychic powers' fault, it's just that, oh gosh, we're almost gonna get crushed. But anyway, from here though, we immediately onto the actual copy ability room, and because of that, as soon as we move on to the next room, we have ourselves, oh goody, we have Whispy Woods once again. Ever since Journey forms of in, well, to be more specifically, since Spring Breeze. So, but either way though, plays exactly similar to the ones in Spring Breeze, except, well, as you can see, this is all in sunset, color for the sunset lighting. So yeah, we basically... Oh, wait a second. There was, Twin Woods. Oh, I see. So basically, if you think this stage was over, well, it turns out we got more to it than that. Because as you can see, we now face up against with Twin Woods, which is basically, it's like, Whispy Woods, but except the fact that it's actually doppelganger of themselves. Which it does remind me of, you know, Double Task boss fight in Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, except the fact that we're going to be taking on both of those woods, so, or Whispy Woods I should say. So either way though, I think that pretty much takes care of the forms of Grape Gardens, according to that particular, what the others are saying. So, but either way though, let's go ahead and fly straight towards the Halibird, and I get the feeling that once again we're gonna get blasted off, so... But except now we ended up on a different location, so... Kirby is hit, he's falling in the, well, woods. So, alright, that should take care of him now. I wonder... So yeah, basically now we need to able to keep on exploring through the majority of Dreamland, and I believe we do need to able to meet up with Dyna Blade, and then that way we can able to actually instantly get transported back to Halibird, and that way we would be able to actually just to do that. So, a few things I want to explain about this for this point today is the fact that obviously today's day is of course the 11th of January today, in this case in 2021, and it looks like so far for this point today is that recently New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, you know, basically just the Wii U port to the Nintendo Switch game, and basically it's the fact that, oh wait, no wait, is it a Switch port? Yeah, I think it's like a Switch port to the Wii U game. Yeah, I sort of get mixed up at points, so I do apologize for that, but anyway, for New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe has now been out for about, well, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe has been out for about 2 years now, so I can't even believe time itself is went flying by still, and especially noticeable until when it gets to the point until 2 months time, that Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn for the 3DS will be, well, specifically, it will become 2 years old. Well, despite the fact that that was actually my last ever 3DS game I've actually got. So, because of, enjoying Kirby and all that jazz, because even then though, well, despite I haven't really touched upon my 3DS for quite some time now, because I'm more into playing the games on the Nintendo Switch right now. So, but either way though, that might be seems the case. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy the 3DS, but it's just that I just want to move on to, the next Nintendo console or something, so... But I digress. And also, as you can see on the bottom screen portion of the gameplay itself, as you saw, basically Halibird does have a purple, well, pink gauge, which that actually represents, if you're following through our, the original version of, well, let's just say Kirby Superstar for the Super Nintendo Let's Play back in 2018, then you do realize that the Halibird does have this health points, and the more you do, like, some successful areas, well, if you manage able to complete some of these areas, well, one of those Halibird parts will be taken down. But, then again, we'll point that out whenever we get into the actual Halibird itself. So, but either way though, let's enter this room. And of course, we do need to acquire a fire copy ability, because otherwise, if we don't, then you have to wait until the enemy respawns every time. So, there's one cannon over there, so we can able to... Oh, wait a minute, that's a fake one. Well, that seems very useless. But, we can able to light up this particular cannon, and hopefully we would... Oh, wait a second. Ah, it becomes more likely like a rocket kind of stuff. And from here, we meet up with Dyna ever since Journey Forms of Dyna game. And yes, she's actually a female, so thank you, someone in the comments may able to actually point out for that fact, because, well, you guys should know what I mean. So it looks like we're now going to be flying straight towards the Halibird once again, except now we're going to be able to, hopefully, try to get on board this time. Which, that might be seems the case, mind you, so even then though, yeah, Dyna has been shut down. But Kirby is on the deck. Relax, we must handle this calmly. Listen, you loppers, I want you all after that Kirby. I mean, what are you talking about, mister? Because I already managed to obtain every single of those copy abilities of the game so far. That means I'm pretty much unstoppable, you know? Well, the only time being the exception being the forms of, well, unless if I need to able to blame on my emulator controls, my keyboard and everything like that, so... Oh yeah, something's worth mentioning for this point is the fact that in terms of the forms of, well, I'll talk more about details about the forms of the anniversary, gaming series until on Wednesday or something, because, I must be honest here, because of how the fact that, well, at the moment right now, that oh, okay, that's far enough, Kirby. Now you will know the power of Meta Knight. Fight! Well, we can obviously just manage to take them down for good. By able to actually keep on using the bomb copy ability, which that seems the case. Oh yeah, another thing I want to point out though is that I've recently managed to go back into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate recently. The reason being for that is because, well, there was actually some new spirits just came up by the forms of ever since on Friday that I forgot to tell you guys about this. That is the forms of some new spirits based off from Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. And there's only like 3 of those spirits, and honestly, those spirits are pretty easy to get. Even then, I've almost 100% everything in terms of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate so far. Even though the only few exceptions, mind you, which there are, well, I still need to able to complete all the classic modes in, during the entire game itself, as well as, what else is there? Oh yeah, I need to get all the spirits. Some of them are easy to get, and some of them can be, like, randomized every time whenever you get into certain shops. Like, I'm still missing my, Builder Mario, spirit, which I have no idea how do I supposed to obtain him, but I did do a massive research on it, and it turns out that it doesn't say common things, so it's literally just like, well, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to able to do this within either randomness or just completing classic mode with Builder Mario or something. I have no idea. But then again though, it has been quite a few days since I actually did manage to come back into Smash Bros. Ultimate, ever since when Sephiroth as a DLC fighter came. So, I'm very curious to see what the 9th pack, the 10th pack, and the final pack of the, well, let's just say the fighter number 9, 10, and the final one were able to bring us to the table. In fact, let me know in the comments below, until when it gets to the point until the rest of 2021. And that was the fact that let me know in the comments below to be able to think about what was your picks for the final 3 fighters and shoot. Dang it, Yo-Yo! Or should I say, Gim, because that's what his name is. So, yeah, I must admit that seems the case. So, and it looks like, unfortunately, we need to fight these guys again. So, yeah, to be expected by this point. So, but at least we can able to send out my partner companion, so we can able to actually just try to deal with that. And we'll try to get ourselves, okay, I might as well go for Plasma ability. I was originally trying to able to go ahead and use, well, bombs, but actually, forget it. Alright, Kirby's now approaching main cannon number 2. He'll be burned to a crisp. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. I have no idea why to say things like that, but anyway. Let's bring, Plasma Wisp along with us, and I will grab the Yo-Yo copy ability with me. And we're about to take down the forms of main cannon number 2. And I think Yo-Yo for this might actually be subbed up as like pretty easy if you manage to know what you're doing. And I have no idea why I just get rid of that Yo-Yo copy ability by complete accident. But at least I got it in the end, so... Oh my goodness, we have the a hand claw thing. Oh jeez, it reminds me of that particular, the most annoying boss in Sonic Advance 2, which is the Egg Saucer in Sky Canyon Zone. Or Sky Canyon Zone, as far as I like to say. And that particular hand can instantly kill you if you manage to get smacked by it. Which, it doesn't matter how many rings you get, but either way though, that might be seems a bit obvious of that particular reference there. But anyways, we destroy main cannon number 2, so we can expect this much. And as you can see, the Halberd did manage to get some damaged parts. So, but at least we're not done with this yet, because there are still some more parts to go through. Our main cannon number 2 was destroyed. The cannon's whacked. We can't use it. What? How could this be? Well, because I used the actual glorious Yo-Yo copy ability, Kirby is now heading for the left wing. You don't think he'd... Everyone, we need to keep Kirby away from the left wing. Oh, do you really think so, mister? Well, I can appreciate it because I was able to use the Warp Star to go there. Well, assuming that's what that is. And yeah, it's just like in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, you know, in one of those Halberd levels in a subspace emissary mode. Basically, it's the fact that in one of those levels, you do need to get used to with the actual wind right here. Because if you stand completely still while the wind is trying to blow you in, well, let's just say normally it just blows it onto the right. And basically, you're forced to go to the right. So, yeah, it's one pointing out right away. So... Oh yeah, another thing is worth noting for is the fact that until likely 2 months' time, that Mario Party 10 will be out for about, or it's been released for 6 years. I can't even believe it's been 6 years already since Mario Party 10 first came out on the Wii U. Despite the fact that most people seem to get really disappointed by that game, myself included. And also, during the same month, is that Mario Party 9 will be out for about 9 years now. Until when it gets to the point until next year, it will be 10 years old by then for Mario Party 9. And I was like, jeez, time does fly, doesn't it? But anyway, now we deal with the forms of the left wing, after all, and it looks like we see the hole over there. The left wing is destroyed, damage to 74% of the wing. Ah! We've started to lose stably because of it. Reactor sales. one, yeah, I just have no idea what I'm just trying to say for this point. Again, I do apologize for the lack of commentary as well as the dialogue errors on the actual text boxes here and there. That's only because I blame on the forms of the actual, well, the actual display of my commentary options. So, anyway, let's just keep on moving. So, he's moving through the decks now. Is he lost or something? Well, at least we know where we're gonna go. Wait, I thought of something. Hehehe. Oh, don't you mean likely to deal with the forms of that heavy lobster that we didn't even try to deal with him? Oh, are we really gonna do this? I know, we regret this. Shut it. Now, it's our only chance to finish him. This time we'll succeed. Heavy lobster, away! Yep, just like in the Super Nintendo counterpart, there's a heavy lobster that's trying to chase after us. So, hopefully we would be able to just run away from him. And to make matters even much more difficult is that, well, this is auto-scrolling. So, again, if you get stuck on certain places, then basically you're gonna get crushed. So, yeah, you don't want to let that happen. So, but at least I can able to actually just to do this okay enough as this, so we can expect this. No! Oh, I'm dead! Oh, shoot. You know what, so far, I'm just gonna use the wing Kirby ability instead. Oh, jeez, my partner companion just screwed me up. Like, literally, he just managed to able to let me drop even further thanks to the forms of a picky up, and I just got screwed over by that my computer AI just somehow managed to grab onto me, and then I just felt loss of weight, and I was like, really? Okay, whatever, we'll just try this again, and I get the horrible feeling that we got a low amount of time, but hopefully we'll able to try to beat the heavy lobster as quickly as we could, if we, assuming we can able to actually reach onto this highest point. So, oh jeez, I totally forgot about that. And here we go onto the actual boss fight itself, which is of course the heavy lobster, and hopefully we can able to take him down for reals. But here's the thing though, that I've almost low on time, so yeah, this isn't gonna be good. Especially noticeable that, well, the only thing that kind of bothers me is that every time you die, during the course of one of those segments that you seem to have struggled with, that it carries the time over. So, yeah, that might be seems a little bit of a problematic from my experience anyway. And plus, not to mention that you have to wait until when, if eventually the heavy lobster will able to summon the attack on you, likely a projectile attack, then basically you're gonna have to do that a lot. And, well, you're just gonna have to be, hopefully, God forbid, trying to able to not let the time run out. So, oh no. Oh no, we're now on to the 50 or 60 seconds mark. Ah, come on. Come on, heavy lobster. Trying to send a projectile on me. But again, if we somehow die, then otherwise it'll be game over by then. Well, I'm assuming that's what that is, so... Ah, jeez. Can you just not charge at me, please? Okay, there we go. Oh, really? Just only 1 HP left! I hate when that happens. Like, every time, if eventually we'll try to finish him off, but somehow the game was like, nope, you only have 1 hit left, and as a result, well, best of luck. I have no idea why I just say things like that, but anyway, let's just go ahead and, just need to concentrate here. Come on, send, thank you, and boom! We've done it for about 5 seconds! Oh jeez, that was close. If I somehow got screwed over when Heavy Lobster does a charge attack, then we're going to have to restart the whole entire stage all over again. Which, that won't be that fun. Looks like the explosion from Heavy Lobster took out the right wing. Having both wings destroyed may be just what we needed. Kirby is climbing around the outside of the ship, heading for the realm, or helm, whatever you want to call it. So, ever since that, we've now destroyed the right wing as well as the left wing, and even the actual main cannon, number 2. So now let's go ahead and move on to the next segment. Kirby is moving along the base of the ship. Not much we can do to, you know, to him there, so it maybe seems pretty strong. So, yeah, I just have no idea why I just screw things up with every single dialogues, because it's so small! Anyway, let's just go ahead and continue. But I have no idea why I just keep on like, mumbling around like an idiot, but either way though. Anyway, let me know in the comments below about the fact that what was the final 3 fighters you were hoping that you can, bet for Wish for, the final 3 fighters for the DLC fighters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. You can either, vote for either Crash Bandicoot, or, Sora from Kingdom Hearts, or, just any kind of random player. Although, personally, for my top 3 in terms of, you know, the final 3 fighters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, for DLC fighters past number 2, and I was voting for Crash Bandicoot because since that the Switch version of, well, Nintendo Switch doesn't have Crash Bandicoot 4, it's about time yet. So, and also, Sora from Kingdom Hearts series, because I'm a huge fan of the Kingdom Hearts series, and also we haven't got the actual Kingdom Hearts 3, along with, all-in-one compilation in, Nintendo Switch yet. And, as for the final one, it's kind of hard to decide, because even then though, that I'm only just gonna pick for 2 fighters as it is, like Crash Bandicoot as well as Sora from Kingdom Hearts. So, but even then though, as far as the 11th one is concerned, I think we should probably discuss more about that during the rest of 2021, because, well, to be more specifically, towards the very end of 2021, I should say. So, yeah, Kirby is headed for the Reactor, so if we lose the Reactor, then we should all be over for sure. So, yeah, that'll be the next boss fight we're gonna be able to take on. And if I were you, don't able to actually carry your partner companion with you, because otherwise he will screw you up if you're not careful. So, yeah, I think I should probably just use the bomb from now on, just in sake of, you know, for copy abilities usage, I might as well use. And let's try to take down, the Reactor itself. And basically the entire boss fight can be summed up as like this. Like, basically we have to stand over here and make sure you need to let that particular beam, we're able to actually just try to aim for the actual Reactor itself, as you can see on that little crystal thing here. And then as soon as it rumbles, jump immediately, or just trying to float immediately, and that way you would be able to, oh goodness gracious, the flamethrower. I forgot about that. Although you can destroy that particular cannon part, as you saw, by dropping those bombs. But either way though, because that will actually help you out if you manage to able to almost got screwed over by certain things. So, jeez, I keep running into stuff like an idiot. And of course, if you use the copy ability, this will not work at all in the actual Reactor. But the only thing you can destroy is, of course, the actual cannon fire shot. So, yeah, something's worth noting for. But anyway, once you get enough hits on the actual Reactor, thanks to the forms of that laser, then you would be able to actually just proceed to, I would say, the next segment. So, yeah, everything else goes all fine and dandy and everything. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff. And it looks like we've almost done with Revenge of Meta Knight. And once we done with that, we should probably move on to the next game, which is Milky Way Wishes. All systems failing. Number 3 and number 5 engines are gone. We're jinxed. Nothing left to do but crash. We failed, but there's nothing we can do. Attention to all crew. Evacuate immediately. I have no idea why I'm truly saying this right now, because, again, I'm not very good with those reading kinds of stuff, but eventually, whenever we get on to, the next game, which appears to be Milky Way Wishes after this, hopefully I should be able to actually get ourselves an easier reading descriptions for it. So, and it looks like that the halberd is now starts to malfunctioning, and basically we've only just got one part left until the escape sequence. So that should be pretty exciting, all things considered. So I believe, Orlando, I'm presuming this won't take me that long until God knows that this auto-scoring section will start to able to overstay their welcome, but hey, at least on the upside is that we've pretty much almost nearly at the end anyway, so there we go. Enter this door immediately, because otherwise, although there's also an alternative way you can go to, but ultimately I just went into this door, just for the sake of, pursuing the maximum tomato, as well as the, this very, very satisfying. Oh, we got some slaves. Wait, Kirby. I can't let you go any further. Okay, so I'll stop you for this point right there. Thanks to the old trusty, mighty power of my glorious yo-yo. So hopefully that should be the case. So, again, there's not much else I can say, apart from the fact that we actually did manage to able to, well, explore the rest of the halberd so far. Lord Mennonite, please take care. We'll go on ahead then. Okay, so now let's head on to another lift, in this case another elevator. And soon enough, we get ourselves another set of copy abilities, as well as the maximum tomato, if you really want to use it. This is the end, Kirby. Come meet your doom. Heart races. And, well, just like on the Super Nintendo version, we always need to grab the sword in case if we're about to have ourselves a one-on-one sword fight against with Mennonite himself. So, but even then though, pretty standard stuff if you're trying to able to take him down. So, even then there's not much else to talk about. So, nonetheless though, you always have to rely on blocking yourself most of the time, because otherwise, if you don't block at all, then you're gonna have to let your health drain ridiculously fast, so. But as soon as you get enough hits on him, I'm quite surprised that we didn't get that much extra lives in this particular Revenge of Mennonite so far. I know it seems a little bit obvious, because this is overall the most linear games of the bunch, but still, I can't deny by that. And plus, because you have to worry about the time limit system, so. And it looks like it's now starts to malfunctioning, so even then though, and you know what that means? Well, turns out we only got one section left until Revenge of Mennonite game will be finished. Now all this seems pretty obvious, because we now need to rely on a wheelie buddy with you, so that way we can able to escape. You know, think of like the exact same thing as one of those treasures in the Great Cave Offensive. I won't let you escape. Oh, do you really think so about this, Mennonite? Because I surely can. Although, convenient enough though, you have to dodge a lot of those bottomless pits, because if you just somehow manage to time your wrong jumps, or if you time these jumps incorrectly, then you probably go ahead and ended up just fall down to the bottomless pit, assuming that you could just do that. So, yeah, that was kind of my fault. But luckily the time actually just managed to stall all over if you managed to mess this up, so either way though. And I do apologize for that particular phone noise you'd be hearing in the background for about a few seconds ago. I could assure you because I think some toys else managed to call me, like Shadow or Sonic for that matter, because obviously I'm just gonna have to focus at this point, so there we go, that's more like it. And then, oh my god, this gets pretty treacherous. Get onto this ramp and, well, we finally managed to escape from the halberd. And we basically see the halberd managed to able to, well, crash, and yeah, that's all pretty fun and dandy, and, well, Dreamland is safe once again. So we better make sure if Mennonite doesn't conquer everything in Dreamland after all, unless if you'll be friends again, from the likes of, well, from Return to Dreamland, or, well, despite that Mennonite doesn't make an appearance in, well, in Triple Deluxe for the 3DS, well, apart from that particular, keychains, as in collectibles, but he will eventually become playable until likely in, Kirby Planet Robobot, as well as, Star Allies, as a matter of fact. So, in this credit sequence, as you saw from the top portion of the screen, that basically Kirby and Wheelie managed to able to actually just to go back into their dreamland after all. And also, there on the bottom screen, it shows us of specific enemies that you obtain from the copy abilities and all that stuff though, to see what that usually affects. So, but either way though, that's all I'm honestly trying to say. So even then though, really good time overall. Despite I did manage to come across into 2 deaths on it so far in Revenge of Meta Knight, but that usually, relatively speaking, I just blame on my computer player AI, and I just blame myself for bad timing jumps. So I think that pretty much sums up as like that. But either way though, we'll go ahead and leave it to that and accept it. So anyway, so it looks like that we've only just managed to got, well, a few more games left in terms of Kirby Superstar Ultra, but then again, we'll talk more about that if we manage to able to go for the future videos up ahead. So, but either way though, I really love the actual, the ending credit sequence in this though. It's so, atmospheric too. But anyway, once you've completed Revenge of Meta Knight, you will now finally unlock Milky Way Wishes. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and end things off here. So join me next time for more of Let's Play of Kirby Superstar Ultra. It's that we're going to be hit on to Milky Way Wishes. So I'll see you guys until on Wednesday. Later, fellas.